put myself on mute here.
You guys can see our new guy there, Whitnell, Charles Whitnell. When you see some of his experience and the people he's waiting there, he and I are getting together tomorrow morning to spend a few hours. The people that he has, he's so well connected. I'll have you say hi in just a minute, but I want to wait till we're recording this, so just hang on a second.
Okay, all right.
No, actually,
I was just going to ask.
You sound like you're in a spaceship.
Yeah, I had to mute him. That was bad. So he's muted now.
Okay.
He isn't in a spaceship. He's flying.
Hello, guys. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, Mark.
Hello there. How are you?
Hi, Daddy.
So, yeah, I had my Bluetooth on, so that didn't work well, huh?
Yeah.
That was not good?
No, but this sounds much better here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
But,
sorry.
now, Charles, I know you like to speak, so I want to introduce you, but when we're recording, I don't want you to take more than a minute or so. Just some highlights would be great.
Hey, yeah, thanks for saying that. You're
Hey,
right.
How old are you guys?
How old are we? Well, we formed the corporation. Who asked that question, please?
Hello?
Hello, Local?
Yeah.
Who invited
Who are
you to
you?
the meeting?
Do you know who I am?
No, but I'm not sure I want to. Who
Yeah,
invited you?
I just muted him. We got to keep him out.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Bo, you're the sergeant of arms. We have about 35 people, and it's 5 after. I'd like to get started. So, Jeff, if you don't mind, would you record the meeting, and we'll get started?
Recording in progress.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Mark Stanis, the founder and chairman of the board of Solveres. Solveres simply means solutions, and that's what we're about. We have about a dozen right now. These are solutions that people use in their everyday life. Most businesses use these solutions, and we've gone out and created an environment where it's either a unique concept to our company, the rights, exclusive rights to use the services, or we've created the best value, and I'll talk about that in just a minute when I show you a couple of the solutions and what we're charging our members for and what you pay for it on another website. So we're absolutely blessed. We have a group of people, and one thing you're going to learn when you hear from a few people here today, it's not the average network marketer who jumps from one program to another. It's a group of people, like-minded people, professionals that really sense the magnitude of what we have here. And when you consider joining a company, any company, you want to make sure they've been around a little bit. And our company, we're debt-free and capitalized. I formed the corporation about 5 years ago, and we put a team of officers in place. There's about 10 of us that are all owners of the company. We also have an angel ownership member program. I want the membership to be involved in ownership of this company. And so the company is solid. It's not going anywhere. And we have a gentleman, our CTO, Michael Busey, and he's brilliant. He was voted a top 10 CEOs worldwide. His company that he exploded, millions of transactions and hundreds of thousands of distributors, and that's the software we're using to run this company. It's fast, it's efficient, and we could have 100,000 people join tomorrow, and it wouldn't skip a beat. And we are going through some really exciting things with the website, and I'm going to ask Micah to unmute. And this is a gentleman who was on a TV show in Kentucky like Shark Tank, investing his own money and helping other people with advice. And he's a CEO, and we are blessed. All of our officers are CEOs in their own right. So, and we're all faith-based family people that are transparent. And with that, Micah, would you please talk a little bit about the software and why you're excited about this opportunity and the transition we're going through. Micah?
Yeah, thank you, Mark, and thank you for the kind introduction. I've do have a large history, and even past the company that I ran that was super successful in building platforms and software automation and marketing. And even since that company, I've worked with a lot of top tier organizations, MLMs specifically, and others who have been very successful. So a lot of the stuff you see us doing, one in particular, as Mark said, becoming more customer centric. One, we need to do that for compliance, but two, we really want to create it like a velvet rope, red carpet experience. If you've ever been to, say, Vegas, for instance, and you see a line outside of a nightclub or a restaurant that's a mile long, and you wonder, why are all those people waiting in line? Or when a Nintendo or an Xbox comes out at midnight and there's people camped out a day or two in advance, and not everybody quite gets one, and you wonder, well, why do they do that? They're creating a culture, and that's intentional. It doesn't happen by accident. There's a lot of big MLMs, network marketing companies, that if you look into them, you have a hard time finding the representative opportunity. And they have at the core, a great customer product that's purchased by customers, that customers are completely happy with. And then only as you dig deeper, you find out they actually have an affiliate program. And a lot of times it's invitational. You cannot find it on the website unless you're invited by somebody. So we're modeling something similar. I did this with my last company. I sold it in 2017. So that was 6 years ago. So this isn't a new strategy. This is an old strategy that works really well. And you have to be intentional with the kind of culture that you're trying to create. Mark said, why am I excited about Solveres? I've seen a lot of companies, rise and fall. I think the average lifespan of an MLM is 2 to 5 years. And there's a reason for that. A lot of them have pet rocks. Maybe they have something that's a little bit unique, maybe a product or something that's a little bit unique to them. But a lot of times it's easily duplicatable, or they create a lot of initial steam and marketing in the company, and it'll get them in a year or 2 or 3, and then they eventually sort of peter off. Inevitably, they have products that are not proprietary, or they have products that they have to ship. Anytime you ship something, that makes the organization more difficult to scale. And what we're trying to do is build an organization that can scale indefinitely. So if we had a $10 million a year business shipping products, and we wanted to turn that into a $100 million a year business, we now need roughly 10 times the employees, 10 times the inventory, 10 times the logistics, 10 times the warehousing, the shipping, the warranties. Everything grows exponentially. What really gets me excited about Solveres is that we're dealing with digital products, digital solutions, service solutions that are going through third-party vendors. So the software platform could obviously scale. That's been proven with my history. We've had millions of transactions, and so far it's operated flawlessly. There's been a couple of hiccups maybe where we've got clicked the wrong button, but most everything has been user errors. Every commission is paid instantly. So that's one part of it. But can the company itself scale if 100,000 people join tomorrow or this month? Or we go from having a couple thousand members to 100,000 members. Does everyone get paid on time? Do all the services get rendered on time? And the answer is yes. That's what makes me excited, because most companies, they risk implosion. And you've probably seen it if you've been in a bigger company. You jump on board, and before you know it, they're going out of business. And you're like, well, how could this happen? Well, they imploded. They just could not keep up. They didn't have the infrastructure in place. They didn't have the team in place. The product or solution they were trying to sell wasn't scalable. Well, ours is. We've partnered with some of the best companies out there. We have a top tier software platform. As you've seen from meeting the team here, we have a list of VPs that are they're not there just for show. They're there because they're in charge of specific solutions to make sure that they continue to go well. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited that you guys can go out there and build an opportunity. You're going to get paid instantly, and you're going to get rewarded. You're going to have people come in that are excited that you shared that with them. And that's the core of network marketing. No one wants to share something that no one's excited about. or that their product doesn't ship on time, or that there's issues. They want to share something, and the person come back and go, man, say that was really cool. I really appreciate you bringing me into this. And it's rewarding. They're really trying to create a rewarding experience for you where you can earn money and have fun and build a strong reputation with your warm market.
That's the end of the meeting, you guys. Go join. That was good. Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we have quite a crew here, and we have several seven-figure income earners that have been attracted to this company. And I'm going to introduce you to one right now, but believe me, this gentleman has shared the stage with every person, from Tony Robbins to everybody you can imagine, setting up $1 million conventions, probably 75 of them. He's just an incredible individual, and we're just blessed to have him. And he saw something with our company, and the one problem that he does have, now he has a great voice, he should be on the radio, but the one problem is that he talks a little bit too much. So we're going to give you 1 minute, Charles, and then Bo's going to mute you. So let me introduce who's become a good friend, and what we're going to start doing with this person. He and I are going to spend 2 hours tomorrow just bringing in big hitters, and it's going to benefit everybody in the program. Charles, just a little bit about you and why Solveres.
Well, thank you so much. I was taken quite by surprise, actually. I wasn't expecting to find what I would consider to be the mega deal, what I've been looking for, from just a lady on Facebook that we were friends for a while, I believe, and she was dripping on me and telling me about what she's doing, and I'm just interested in getting to know her as a friend. And she mentioned this, and I looked into it and got on a webinar or Zoom call with you, I guess, last week, and just blown away. I've had 35 years, 40 years experience in this industry. I've worked every kind of comp plan, every kind of opportunity in the top tier, as well as direct sales and home-based business and multi-level, and been in the seminar business simultaneously since 1985, and I have been blessed there. But we've got something very unique, and I'll just say that with all the success I've had, I never expected to find another company that I think is going to be absolutely, ultimately magnificent. And it's starting out the right way with the right owners, and it's all the talent you've got gathered. And I'm just in the comp plan. I mean, product, the timing, marketplace, everything's here. And the last part that I'll close on is the people. You've surrounded yourself with amazing owners, and you're attracting the right people. And I couldn't be happier to be here. And I'm just so excited. I truly feel like my life is kind of starting over here, because this is what I've been looking for. So back to you, Mark.
Well, I'll tell you, the time you went over 1 minute, I'm very happy about that. I'm happy we have it recorded, because professionals like you in the industry that are in the know about comp plans and about companies trying to fly a plane while they're building it, which we are not. And through Micah, we own the software. I mean, it's absolutely gold. I remember my first exposure to network marketing. I thought I was too good for it. I wouldn't even consider going to a meeting. But a golf buddy of mine got me to go, and I was impressed with the people in that meeting. And so I jumped in and reached leadership levels very fast and realized that, people really do trade their time for money. I mean, doctors and lawyers make a lot of money, but they still trade their time for money. Wouldn't it be exciting if you could work the next 90 days and still continue to get paid for the effort you put out in those 90 days? Well, we have it here, and we have it in spades, and I'm going to go through a little bit of the comp plan in just a minute. But we're also about giving back. We're also about nonprofits. And we have a couple of programs in our nonprofit arena that are just gold. One of them is unique to the company that Bo and I put together, and now Deborah is in charge of. It's created some incredible things we've implemented with a couple of nonprofits, and it's just tremendous. And we also donate to nonprofits, Solveres does. And one of them is with a gentleman on the phone. He's the chairman of We Care. And I would like him just to take a minute and talk a little bit about what he does and the program. And Jeff is our VP of operations, and we're just proud to have him on board. He wrote code for the military. He runs his tremendous software company. Just a brilliant family guy. Jeff, please say hello and tell us a little bit about We Care.
Thank you, Mark. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I've been on this journey with Mark for quite a few years now, so it's real exciting to see things really materializing and where we're headed. About 3.5 years ago, my wife got involved through our church in a local jail ministry, and then she started volunteering at a addiction recovery home for women. And I guess that was about 4 years ago, because as it turned out, that particular recovery home had some problems, and they ended up closing down. And so through her relationships that she had established, and we decided to open up our own recovery home. So we did that again 3.5 years ago, and that's been an exciting journey in itself. My wife has a passion for working with people that suffer from addictions, and she's amazing at it. I got to give all that credit to her. I help her with the business side of things, and it's as of 2 weeks ago, we currently have a 10-bed recovery home and then 4-bed transition home. So they go through our recovery program, and then if they choose to, they can get involved in our transition home. It's kind of that next step of their recovery journey. So we have a total of 14 beds, and as of 2 weeks ago, we are completely full, 100% full. So, and the need is great. I mean, we have a stack of applications of people wanting to get in. So, I'm trying to, we're trying to raise money, trying to expand, doing all those things because the need is so great, and, trying to hire new staff. So it's a.
Did you leave the light on in the garage?
It's been an interesting time, and just so many blessings through that. We have 12 graduates. We actually had a meeting, 6 months ago, or maybe not quite that long ago, but we had some graduates on the call that gave their testimony, and it will bring you to tears what they are able to accomplish through, going through this program. The women are, they're getting jobs. They're becoming successful. They're many of them are getting their kids back, and it's just it just blesses me so much. And I appreciate the support of the Solveres family and all that we're trying to do. And I appreciate you, Mark. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Jeff. And we do rev share. We're donating each month automatically to Jeff's program, and we're going to take a percentage of the income of the company and rev share it to nonprofits that the board feels that that it would be a good thing to match our value. When you look at joining this company, you don't have to intellectualize. You don't have to think, can I make a lot of money here? If what we are doing, if the people that you talk to, if their values are in line with yours, just join. I mean, the journey we're all taking is tremendous. But I just want you to ask yourself a couple of questions. Do I belong here? And do I believe that we have a future together? And if the answer is yes, get in. And I think when you hear a few things I'm going to talk about tonight, you'll feel that way also. So I'm going to screen share and have a couple of things I'd like to show you. So here's our website, and like Micah was talking about, what we're really focused on is coming across as the most professional, providing the best services. Well, incidentally, we have about 10 other solutions that we're vetting right now, and I'll let a little bit of the cat out of the bag. A couple of them I know are going through, and that is mergers and acquisitions. If you just connect, and our people do all the heavy lifting, and the commissions are 5 figures. I mean, it's really exciting. If you just refer a real estate company or a mortgage brokerage company to our mergers and acquisitions, and that deal goes through, we pay 12 levels deep, but the person that brings it in, usually in those cases, earns about 30 to 40%. So another one is our health share. It'll be up in just a few days. And another one is our bank breeze, which you don't need to have any credit. They don't look at tax returns. They do business loans. They make a decision the same day, and they fund the next day. And when you meet this gentleman, he'll be one of our guest speakers here real soon. You'll be able to go out to any business and say, if you need some capital, let me connect you with this person. And they're doing a fabulous job for people. Let's look at some that we have right now. Let's look at our technology. When you put a cursor on here, it just flips around. So AI lead generation, I'll talk about that in a minute with our CRM program. These are things that you couldn't afford. You could afford them. But if you go to the website and try to buy them, they are very expensive. And you get them for free in being one of our pro SRs, which is Solution Representative. The Real Estate Solution. This is what Bo and I put together, and my background is real estate. I'm not going to put a lot of time in it right now, but realtors capture future market share, and so do mortgage brokers. And our customers get 20%. Excuse me, our members get a 20% discount, and they have ongoing services in the real estate industry. And it's a unique program that is unique to our company. Senior Solution, we have exclusive rights on the final expense program, and we partnered with a nonprofit that provides charitable donations to members of the nonprofit. So a senior can get just tremendous benefit, and that's why we have so many insurance agents joining right now too, because they amortize the commission for the insurance agent. It's just, these programs are unique, they're exciting, and they're really fun. But if you look at this website that Micah just put up, and what's going to be here too at the top are 2 very professional videos that Micah has hired this team to produce. And people will watch these 2 short videos and they'll just want to join. And those will be here hopefully in the next 10 days. But you look at this, you don't see hype, you don't see showing checks, network marketing, you don't see any of that. To learn about being representative, you can click here or you can click here. And the only thing I'm going to show you about that is here's Forbes magazine. Membership groups that are just exploding. And so is our company, by the way. I had a dream that we would be bringing in thousands of dollars a day and paying out the same amount in commissions. Well, I thought it might be a few weeks after we released the matrix and the new website, but it's really fun. It's really fun. A vision I had is making a difference, and it's happening right now. So just you can go through and read this, but I just want to show you one thing and why I did it this way. 2 parts to our compensation plan. A unilevel, which is where you go as wide as you want. And if you're new, you don't have to, I hate for people to have paralysis by analysis, okay? In fact, when I first got started with my networking opportunity, I didn't understand the comp plan. It was more complicated than this, I can assure you. But I just trusted what I was doing. I trusted the people that were involved. Well, anyway, ours is really simple. You go as wide as you want. The big hitters, like I just introduced Charles there, he'll go wide. He'll probably sponsor 100 people in the next 30 to 60 days. That creates unimaginable wealth. But for the average person, maybe the housewife that has 3 kids that wants a home-based business, earning maybe $1,000 or $2,000 a month, we have the matrix. The matrix is a 3x12 course where people come in. They can only have 3 people in their front line, and they have people dropping in. It's called spillage. I'm going to show you what that looks like because we have our matrix up right now. All right, so in a matrix, like here's Bo's example. So if you look all the way over here, he only has 1 person in his front line there, a 2nd person there, and a person over here. Well, I know that Bo didn't recruit. Bill Schell's a friend of mine. He owns the largest appraisal company in the 5 boroughs of New York and a real estate company. The guy is a huge investor and network marketer. He's an angel member with our program. Well, he fell underneath Bo. That's exciting for him. And I know also Bill doesn't know this guy, gentleman. He's a retired attorney, Greg Gill. Well, Greg's a manager already. He's climbing the leadership levels. So you look at the people that are benefiting from people that fall underneath. Let me give you another example. Bill or Bo, they don't know Dave Dredes. He's a friend of mine in Colorado Springs. He happened to fall underneath there. So when Dave joins or he pays his monthly subscription, Bill and Bo and everybody above will get commissions on that, even though it's kind of a gift, really. But what we do is really special with our company is we pay out over 80% of the money that comes in, we pay it out. And like Mike was talking about being scalable, it's also true because we don't have the conventional trappings of a business with a huge overhead, so we pay that money out. But here's the difference. There's something called breakage, and I'll explain this because we're so transparent, we're paying this out. Dave Dre, let's say Dave Dre pays his monthly subscription, and that we've allocated 12 levels for that to be paid out. So Bill Shaw will earn some, Bo will earn some, and then there's a position up two above Bull. So that's 8 levels, money allocated but not paid out. It's called breakage. It goes to the company, and the company, network marketing companies make hundreds of millions of dollars on breakage, and we're transparent. We're going to show you what it is. We're going to take the majority of it and pay it back out in incentives and bonuses. So that's one thing great about this company. Let's go a step further. Look at Bill. Bill does not know William Sweeney. He happened to fall underneath him. Well, underneath William is Jerry Rhodes. I'm going to click on Jerry Rhodes. When I do that, it'll take Jerry Rhodes up to his top of his own matrix. And it's really fun how you can play around with this. You can reset and go back to the top with Bo. You can search by name over here. Let's say you have somebody in your organization that's 7 or 8 levels deep. You don't want to take an hour scrolling through the matrix to find that person. You know how to help them to get them to the next level. And so you just put their name and it'll bring them right up. Well, here we go. Jerry brought in Marissa. That's just a gold person to bring in. Marissa brought in Jack. Jack and Marissa and everybody up the line. Charles fell underneath. Charles is a 7-figure income earner and an angel member in our company who just, when he saw it, he just got in right away, and he's extremely excited about it. Here's Chad. Underneath Chad is Bruce Davis, our VP of Insurance, who brought in our senior solution. You can see how this works. And that's why you want to get in now, because we are filling in this matrix. And if you're anywhere near the top, if anybody joins over the next 6 months or a year, before we actually have a plan of investing hundreds of thousands of dollars in marketing to help explode this. And a lot of people are going to fall under people that they don't know. Here's Bobby Smith, for example. Patrick fell underneath him, and he's already a district manager. So you get a feel for the matrix, the way we're going with this, and it's just, I don't know, you guys. I just get so excited because we are making a difference. It's really fun. And what I'd like to do is now questions you can put in the chat room, and I'll be happy to answer them, or we can field them to the different officers. But we would like to. I think Bo keeps track. Hopefully, Bo, you're on this. There's some new people here, and if there are, we'd love to hear from them, who they are, where they live, and who invited them to the program. Bo, did you happen to track that? I don't see your video right now. Hopefully, yeah, there you are. You're muted, Bo.
Let's see. I see a couple people. There's a Ronald. I'm not sure what Ronald's last name is. There's a Matthew Metz. And I'm not sure who ZoomUS.join is. I can see his picture, but I can't tell who it is. Carl Davis. I don't recognize that name. Anybody want to unmute and say something? Say hi.
I have a question real quick.
Go ahead, Stefan.
Just related to the last question, the last part about the matrix. Because I actually had somebody fall into my matrix who I had no idea who they were. So my question is, do we have any control over who is in what position? Like, can I move somebody into my second spot if they're like in a lower generation?
Yeah. So we can't move people without signatures to respect the genealogy and the line of sponsorship. We're not in favor of moving people. The company, the matrix fills in people from left to right. And since you asked that question, I'll go back and share this with you real quick because it's a great question. So let me reset this. I'll go back to put Bo back up at the top here. So here's an opening right here. So let's go over to Bo's first person here. The computer's going to look left to right in each of the 3 quadrants. Now the 3 little quadrants are like this person. Brett has 3, and let's see if everybody has their 3 here. Okay. So the next person, let's say somebody above Bo or Bo sponsors somebody, it's going to fall, and the next opening would be the first slot of the first row of 3. Well, this one's full. It'll look here. That one's full. This is the first one. That's full. So it looks like every spot in the first spot all filled up when we filled up the matrix. So we will go back now and look for the second spot in the matrix. This one's full. This one is empty. Well, good for Jim West. Now, Jim West is a commercial real estate agent up in the state of Washington, and he's just a great guy, and good for Jim, because the next person that is going to fall right here. The next person, that'll go to the second one here, that's full. It'll look here. Third one's open, but okay, here it is. So Frank Segunas has been a friend of mine for 30 years. He's just an incredible human being. And the next person that joins is going to go right there. So that's how it works. From left to right, the next open spot, and hopefully there's some clarity. But as far as moving people,
if I can add to that, Mark.
Yes, please.
I think he was curious. He has someone that he didn't recruit. So the benefit of the matrix is, as Mark was showing, those spots can be filled by anyone that's above you. So when you get put in the matrix, you're not solely responsible for building a team there. Your sponsor, their sponsor, their sponsor. As those positions fill up, you can see that there's 4 or 5 or 6 different people that could fill that spot. And then when that's full above, it keeps, so you're likely, if you have someone, active people above you, your positions are going to get filled. You may fill them first by recruiting someone, or your sponsor or their sponsor may fill those positions first. But everyone that comes in will stay in that same line of lineage.
Yeah, the reason I was asking, because I understand that the lower they are in your hierarchy, the lower the override is. So I wanted to be strategic about who would be like immediately under me. You know what I mean? So
that's really important. So that's why it's really important when somebody joins, go out and get your 3 people right away.
Right.
If everybody just got their 3, you guys, this whole thing would fill up in like 2 or 3 months. Imagine that. That means everybody's at the top of their own matrix. If your matrix fills up 3 by 12, that's $551,000 plus a couple other rows. So it's about $700,000 of income per month. Now, if you look at the unilevel, it's the same thing. We pay the same thing there. So if you just went 3 in the unilevel, although you can go as wide as you want, and that fills up, that's another $700,000 a month. So my goodness, what if it took you a year to do that?
And Stephen, you'd mentioned about the lower they are, the lower the override is. That's one of the things that we didn't do. A lot of companies will pay higher percentages for the top people, and it gets lower as you go down. Our spread is even all of the way down. So like on the monthly membership, we pay $2 for every level times 12 levels. So it won't matter if the person's right under you or 5 levels below you. Now, it may matter if they're going to be a big recruiter. You want them as close to you as you can. But if you think about it, full positions are full positions. You're going to get paid the same if that matrix is full, regardless of where you put someone in it. The idea is to get it full. The income will always be the same. It doesn't matter who occupies those positions.
Yeah, let me touch on that too, because in addition to that, we're doing check matching bonuses up to 20%. Very exciting. And that person is coded to you, whether they fall in your first or second level, or even out of your matrix. On the 13th or 14th level, you make up to 20% of whatever they give. You have a leader down there. And I'm gonna put my foot forward here and talk about this person, Charles, who is going to starting tomorrow. And he's going to lay the foundation for what that people can say, well, I want to do what he did. How'd you do it? Well, he's going to be shooting a video of exactly how he did it and why, with the credentials you can't imagine. So anyway, no matter where the person is in the matrix, you get that coded check match bonus also. Imagine if you brought in 5 people to get after this and they reach the top level.
That's a check match on their entire income, not just their personal sales. So their entire matrix income, even if they land on your level 12, if you personally sponsor them, you get a check match on all of that.
So those of you that have already hit some of I think the check matches start at district manager. So those of us that have hit district manager have already started getting those check match bonuses. And it's pretty cool to see. You're getting paid in the uni level, and then you're getting paid in the matrix, 3 by level, and you're getting the check matches. It's pretty cool. So,
and to also clarify, people you bring in today that you don't currently qualify for check match, as soon as you do hit the level where you unlock check matching, you'll get check matching on everyone you've brought in so far, as long as they've been personally sponsored.
And, I saw this when I was doing, in my 4 years of my networking, 10 years, I joined this company 4 years after they've been in the United States, and I missed that ground floor window. We're sub-basement right now. When I joined that organization, I think they had already 50,000 distributors. We have about 2,500, and only about half of those are active that are in the system. We're going to reactivate the other ones. This matrix is going to fill up really fast. I don't know, 10 to 20 people are coming in every day. So it's something that you want to lay the foundation now. Getting back to what I was going to say, and that is, I was traveling around the country, speaking and training and doing all this stuff. Anyway, I saw so many people coming back to every meeting that weren't making any money. They loved being part of the group, they loved the product and so forth, but they just weren't making any money. So that's why I wanted to do it for level for big hitters that wanted to sponsor a lot of people, but then within that matrix, if everybody gets their 3, that housewife raising 3 kids alone can do real well with our organization. Not to mention our goal. I have a real soft spot for nonprofits and making a difference. One of our VPs, Dusty Staub, on the website, you can, watch his video, his TED Talk. And he talks about it being significant. It's legacy type income for your family, but it's not the income. It's not the success. We don't measure the success in your check. We want you to feel like you're significant. You're part of a program that you're just attached to. It's kind of like when people get involved, they either are going to dabble with it a little bit. They might sense there's really something here, but there's a real quantum leap, a shift when Solveres gets inside of you, and you're all in. You can go part-time, you can go full-time, or you can go big-time. And that's being significant, making a difference for other people. So we're over our time. I wanted to, if anybody has anything else, we can do it real quick, but I like to keep these short and sweet, and we'll stop the recording. If you want to stick around for a few more minutes, I'll be happy to do that. And one more thing before I turn it over to Bo for a second. We're so new in this, yet we have the 5 years, corporation's 5 years old, and it's, like I mentioned, fully capitalized. We're so new in this that you can reach out to me, the founder, Steve, our CEO, any of the people. Bo, I can't even, he has more credentials in real estate than anybody on the planet. And he has recruited 500 different realtors and owns several different real estate companies. He's sold over $600 million worth of real estate. The guy's an expert. He's in your back pocket. You couldn't go out and hire all the consultants to start and run your Solveres business that you have right here. And I'm going to prove that to you. I will be able to do this in a few months, but I'm going to give you my cell phone right now. And if you want to reach out to me and use me for 3-way calls, my goodness, you guys, I'm 24/7, except I'm not 100% on Sunday. But my phone number is 503-449-7788. And I've done this with several people right now. You call me, it's like a chess game. You take a step towards me, I'll take a step back, and you move, I move. And I will do whatever it takes to help you be successful in this business. Again, my number is 503-449-7788. You tell me that you really want to do something with this. Like I said, I'll put you in my phone so I know it's you when you're calling. And when you get me on the phone with somebody, like a 3-way call that Charles and I are going to do tomorrow, nobody will ever say that any of our officers tried to sell you or tried to close you. We just passionately share information, and it works. Before I wrap it up, Bo, please.
I'm just going to some questions that are in the chat box. Denise asked, what is the commission on the 79.95 program?
Yeah, so the 79.95 program, and I want to just share this with you real quick. Before I'm going to answer that question, but I'll lay a little foundation for it. So our CRM program, client tracking, managing your business, everybody needs one. Ours is the best you can have. If you go to their website, they charge $97 a month for it. As the pro member, you get it for free with our company. NowSide, you go to NowSide, get these really good leads, and you set the criteria. You're looking for somebody in a certain graphic, a certain area, or a certain skill set, put it in there. 100 leads a month you get. You go to that website, you'll pay almost $50 for it. You get that for free. 100 leads every month that you can reach out to in this organization. A platform for doing Zoom meetings like this with so many more features than Zoom that we're implementing, you get that for free too. So it's about $150 of what you would go to their website and pay for that is included in that $79. Now, specifically in that $79, this is so exciting. So when somebody joins in that pro level, and only $189 comes in, we pay a $100 commission to the procuring member. So you bring, it's powerful, because if you sell the regular SR that pays the $29.95 a month,
I'm on a Zoom.
and sell the business package access, you make $50. If you're doing the pro system, you make $100. Oh, now, very specific for the question. Sorry, I had to lay a little too much foundation there. So of that money, $12 is paid. Is $1 level, $12 in the matrix, $12 in the unilevel, okay, and then the rest. Some of it goes to Solveres, but quite a bit of it goes to pay for the things that they're getting for the $79. So the extra things I just mentioned: CRM, AI prospecting, and the meetings like this that are not Zoom. So there's the value. There's the value.
The biggest difference is if you're really going to be a builder, you want the leads to build your business in Solveres and in whatever business you do. Like me, it's real estate. I want the pro package, so I can do that. And my advantage for doing the pro package, as I build my team quicker, I'm gonna make more money because I'm getting $100 bills rather than $50 bills when I sponsor somebody personally.
And here's what happens when you're ready for your first commission. When it's over, it's fun to go in your e-wallet all the time. But you go in there, and if you have more than $50, you can request the money. The first withdrawal takes about 5 days because we have to verify your account without matching it with our Wells Fargo company. But then after that, we pay daily. We go in every day. We do batches daily, so you don't have to wait. With the other company I was with, I had to wait 30 days. They didn't even pay twice a month. I had to wait 30 days for my check. But anything else in there, Bo? You're muted, Bill.
Anybody else have any other questions you want to ask Mark real quick while we got him? Otherwise, I do want to say that Saturday we're doing a deep dive, as we always do on Saturdays. Make sure to be on the Saturday meeting, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And this week I forgot what the subject is, but maybe Mark knows. We always pick one subject and we're going deep. It's actually in your back office in your calendar.
Yeah, and plus, if you have other questions about other things, we'll answer. We like the meeting to be an hour, because I think after an hour, people start losing a little bit of their ability to stay with it, to focus. And so, but we'll go longer. Our meeting last week was 2 hours, and most all the people stayed with it because it was entertaining, it was fun, it was you learn a lot, so it's really good. And I think that, Bo, last thing before I close.
Yeah. One more thing. So Deborah LaPlante and I are going to do we're heading up the real estate program. We're going to kick it off on March 18th. It's the real estate program where we're going after nonprofits and helping them, their clientele sell their houses. And when they sell their house, part of the commission from the realtor goes to the nonprofit. So if you have any realtor across the country that wants to apply to be in the first group that does this, we're looking for about the top 15 realtors we can get across the nation. We're about half full. So we're going to take resumes from everybody, and we're going to be a little selective because it's our first time. And by doing it, we're going to build our story of how good that program works. So if you have any realtors, that's the easiest fruit off the tree for you to pick right now. I think realtors, insurance agents, entrepreneurs, and business owners, those 4 groups, but especially right now, realtors. And I'll help you. Like Mark said earlier, let's do a 3-way call. I'm happy to do that. Mark's happy to do that. We're going to build this company. Today is the first day of the real launch, I think. I feel really good about it, Mark. It's been a long road. Thank you very much.
It really has. And Mike is releasing the software for the Realtors Capturing Future Market Share in about 10 days. And what that means is it's kind of fun because everybody that comes in either has 30 days to recruit their own realtor, or we select one for them. And about 60-70% of people that come in don't recruit a realtor. So for our Solveres realtors, it's very, very exciting because they capture future market share and build their client base, their database, and it's powerful. So if you want to have some fun, Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. East Coast time, join us. It's really relaxed and informal. We're going to answer all the questions, and we're just totally accessible and just love what we do. So I put my hand up saying goodbye and thank you guys for taking
One
the
thing,
time
Mark,
to join. Oh yeah.
if I could add, it won't just be for realtors. This is going to include insurance agents and all other professionals that we have for various services. Well, I won't mention some of the stuff coming, but any solution that we have that requires a specialized agent for, there will be an agent assignment just like there will be for realtors. So don't think it's just for realtors. It's going to be broad spectrum across our services.
Thank you, Mike. I did let that go. All right. Thank you, everybody. Fun meeting. See you Saturday. Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. Everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Recording stopped.
All right. So let's do this. Zoom is done. There we go. That's me. We just had a meeting about Solveres Solutions. And let's do this. Let me close the full screen. And we'll end the broadcast here.